What a morning, man. First of all, it is absolutely glorious outside. It is like 55 degrees and beautiful. But geez, 45 minutes of kickboxing, 30 minutes of weight training, not even 7 o'clock yet.
Come on, Bullet. Good boy.
Alright, well, I just wrapped up an interview with Patrol Gaming. Absolutely really cool guy. Really went well. Shout out to him for taking the time. We are about to start in a couple minutes an interview with Joel Barnes. Hopefully that works out. There's been a lot of reschedules for it, but it's all good. Busy guy. It's all good. And then we're going to start filming some stuff today. Alright, let's get this started. So I just wrapped an interview with Joel Barnes. Man, great guy. Really insightful interview. And I did not realize how much we actually have in common. Really cool interview. So now I want to see if I can work on this track that I have with Emily Shue. I don't have a song releasing this week, and I would really like to. So we're going to see what we can do. If we're going to be able to get it out. I mean, it's Wednesday. It's late, so I'd have to finish it today. Maybe tomorrow, but like that's really cutting it close. I mean, then we could do maybe Saturday like release, but I'd have to. I don't know what I want to do. Now, on absolutely completely side note, have you ever tried these things? They kind of look like they're like olives, but they're not. They're actually the kiwi seeds. They're mini kiwis, like this tiny. It's wild. They're good. And that's why I post as often as I do, because the more videos I do, the more ads are seen, and then the more money that YouTube pays me.
So when they pay you, what do they send you, a check, or you have
it's direct deposit. Yes, direct deposit. So what you just saw right there is a little snippet of a friend of mine asked if he could take some time and chat with me about potentially YouTube and doing his own channel. It's hard for me sometimes to be like, schedule a phone call, because I'm like, I want to do my own work, but like I try so hard. It is so important to continue to give back, because so many people had invested in me and continue to invest in me through the years. Like the music director at my church spent hours with me, just teaching me free little things and be like, hey, let's meet up. He would initiate it to some degree. He was like, let me show you some things on the guitar. Or like, a friend of mine like that, now we're really good friends, but at the time she was like a mentor to me. She gave me one of my first guitars, and like so many people had invested in me and still invest in me, and I want to take the opportunity, take my knowledge and invest into other people, especially when they're looking for some advice. So just spent some time giving some advice on YouTube and what I've learned. And the biggest thing I try to drive home is the fact that it takes time. And I can only speak for myself. For myself, it took time. You look at some of these other channels like Brad Steele, who blew up in like a year. Like, hey man, good for him. But like, I think that that's more of the anomaly. And I mean, for what I've heard, most channels take 5 years to get 100,000 subscribers. So like, if you're willing to stick it out every week or every day for 5 years, like then go for it. Like that's the key, go for it. But if you're not, well then that's something to consider. Okay, so as I mentioned in a couple other vlogs, I want to take my videography skills and maybe hopefully start taking my storytelling to the next level with the vlogs. We'll see if that's the case, but for months and months and months, I've been thinking about doing like these almost like clip sections that I can use as transition elements. So for example, if I'm leaving my studio and going to the car, like having a couple options of like plug and play kind of clips that I pre-made as transitions into the area. Because I've noticed in some of my favorite TV shows, when they go from the person's house to the office, there's a couple options of clips that they go through just to say, hey, we're changing scenes. And I think that would kind of give the storyline a little bit better. So I'm nervous, but finally going to pull the trigger on taking the time. And it's funny, like I film all the time, but once I want to actually like devote time to something and really go for it, I get all nervous and like push it off and like procrastinate, where it's like, I just need to do it. And if, like I always say, you just start and then you can adjust from there. So I'm going to start, I'm going to do it. And then I'll adjust accordingly in the future, change things, swap things out. But just start, Jacob. Start.
Pull it out. You're gonna get scared, buddy.
Well, I flew it all around the studio perfectly fine. Great, got some great footage, and then I was trying to be fancy and try to capture it so I could show it in the vlog, and I crashed my drone and it ripped this thing right here because it hit that, and then it fell straight to the floor. And I'm praying that it is not broken. Okay, moment of truth. Praying it is not broken. Moment of truth. Let's see. Okay, moment of truth. Okay, it's not freaking out. Oh, come on, thank you, come on. Come on. It's not freaking out like it was. Thank you, God. I was terrified of this thing. I'm so scared of it all the way down there. Thank you, God. No, did I throw it out? Oh no! Threw it out. Apparently, today's National Coffee Day. All you needed was one of those reusable cups, which I had 2 of, but I guess I haven't been, because Starbucks has been closed for so long, I guess I must have thrown it out. I was thinking about going anyway today, but I don't know. We'll see how the day goes. Today's going really slow, which I don't mind, but it just is. I actually like that because I get more done. What do I do with my list? Here it is. Gotta continue working on ASCAP. And I think I gotta add this. Okay, there we go. Much better. I have to send an invoice to a customer, have to sweep, have to do some laundry, have to pay the mortgage. Something you may not know about me, while I do very much pride myself on being a good businessman, I am terrible with like the little tedious stuff of like sending out invoices and sending out stuff like that, like, or sending out checks. Like I'm just so, I'm so bad with it. I don't know why. Shoot a music video. Let's go. Guess who just drove all the way to Starbucks and realized that he forgot his wallet again? Come on, Jake. So I was fully prepared to use my app because I realized that my card was actually on the app so I could pay with the app. But turns out the wonderful employee at Starbucks ended up giving me a free coffee. See, that's what you get for being nice to people, man. Like, good things come back to you in the future. Now, I would like to add the fact that I forgot my headphones, so I couldn't work on any vlogs or video editing like I wanted to, but I finally finished submitting all of my songs to ASCAP. Oh shoot, man, that was a lot of work. Secondly, I'm surprising Jamie with a night out for dinner. I texted her like, hey, go to this restaurant where I made a reservation for us. She's had a crazy day, so to help mitigate that and help her get her mind off of that, I figured, you know what, let me help out with that. And then I sent an invoice for a potential wedding in 2022 that I'm gonna film. Man, this coffee's like hyping me up, man. Like I can't even speak straight. So I got about a little, like 15 minutes until Jamie gets to the restaurant. So that means that I'm gonna go home, feed Bullet, and hopefully edit a vlog and schedule like 1 or 2 videos to post, and then go straight to the restaurant. But I shall remember my wallet this time. See you later, kid. Bullet, I love you. Ooh, it's a little brisk out here today. But look at this parking spot right in front of the restaurant. That is perfect timing. I just had to do a little parallel park situation. We're good.